Hiya, my name's Rich and this is It's Adventure. Now I got asked the other day about a video I did about this. Now this is the Edelkrone slider V5, and this V5 slider is paired with this V3 motor. Now in the video I said that it's quite noisy, which it is, but they asked how loud is it, and well, to be honest, I don't know. And if you have a look on the Edelkrone website, it doesn't give you much of a clue. It doesn't give you any noise specs for this. So that's what I'm going to do today, is set this up, do a few tests, get my microphone on it and record how loud it actually is. Let's give it a go. Now to set this up, it's pretty easy. What I tend to do is when I leave it in the bag, I leave the belts slack so they're not in tension, so hopefully it won't stretch and I'll get some longer life out of them. Magnet in place, job done. So you can just use the camera slider like this. What I tend to do is bring it up, put the feet down, which is, it's got these locking feet. You can set them in pretty much any position you want. And they've got a bit of resistance so that you can angle them however you want to set them, and then just screw them up and they'll lock in place. Okay, so next, get the motor on. You can use up to 2 of these, the Sony MP batteries. I've got some quite chunky ones that I use. These ones. Just need to get a camera, a Sony camera now, I guess. Nah, it's not going to happen. I like my GH5 too much. There we go. So that's the batteries in position. Now this slips on the top, spins on, onto this. This is quite cool actually. It's the V2 angle thingy malarkey. And it's pretty cool how it, you can put it into pretty much any position and it'll hold it. So I'm just going to now move the microphone around, put it right next to the motor. I've also got this, this app on my phone, and I'll put it next to the motor as well and show you how many decibels it's coming off of these motors. Okay, so for this setup, what I've got is a Sennheiser MKH416 microphone, really sensitive microphone. That then is paired up with Zoom H6 recorder, and then we've got the Edelkrone app to move camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a couple of positions. To do that, all you have to do is go where you want and then press, and that's that position set, and then I'll set position 2. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it between those 2 positions and flip it across to the decibel check sound meter by clicking the microphone. There you can see, as I'm talking, it picks up the noise. Let's bang that right next to the motor, and then we can do some real tests and see how loud this thing actually is. Max 70 decibels. Let's give that another go. Make sure it wasn't me that was doing that. Now, one thing that I've found while playing around with this is that these feet here, they've got a rubberized ring on them, and they do go some way to insulate the feet, but not enough to stop the vibration from transferring through. Because the engine itself, the motor in here, is really actually quite quiet. So when you pick up the slider and the motor and let it run, you really can't hear very much at all, but what's happening is the vibration from that motor is being transferred through the metal legs through into this surface. So it's the vibration of this surface that is actually causing the noise, not from the motor. So when this sits on top of a tripod, you hardly notice it. You can hardly notice the sound. It makes a vast difference, vast difference. Food for thought. If you're going to get one of these, the answer is stick it on a really good tripod. The tripod I've been using is the Manfrotto B3 Live, which is really, really undersized for the job in hand. It needs to be something much more beefy. Now they've got some listings on the Edelkrone website for the proposed tripods to use with it. So maybe have a look at that, or just go with a flat surface. But obviously with a flat surface, you don't get that massive amount of travel. You know, it really does double the size, double the distance that you can actually use these sliders on. So that is pretty cool. Still pleased with it. It's still bloody awesome. It's still bloody expensive. It is a massive investment, but it really does add to the shots. Just gives it a bit more of an edge, you know, a bit more of an edge. So that's it for today. That's all about the Edelkrone V5 slider and the V3 motor. It's a great bit of kit, bloody expensive, but it's an investment. It's not as noisy as I thought. It is a vibrating thing, so just watch the surface that you put it on. Otherwise, it's really good. Today was about a review. It's not always like this. In fact, to be honest, I don't know what I'm going to be recording next, and if there's something that you want to see, put it down in the comments below. Quickly, have a look at that subscribe button. Do you know, this week, it's free. You can click on it for free. Go for it. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Rich, and it's been It's Adventure. There we go.